Okay, I want to say that when I was going over the Ahsoka season 2 trailer,
Yep.
it looks incredible, dude.
It does.
I am so excited for it. They released a trailer, and then they released a poster for it. Dude, this poster is incredible. Dude, you got what looks like Sabine right here. You got Hera, Chopper, I'm assuming Ezra. It looks like some stormtroopers down here. Baylan and Shin Hati. Shin Hati, am I right? You got Ahsoka and Thrawn, some TIE fighters and X-Wings. Dude, it looks incredible. So I'm just gonna do. I want to do a little bit of a trailer breakdown. I know a lot of people have already done this, but like, we gotta jump on the bandwagon because it's a great series, and I'm hoping that people enjoy this more than the Acolyte. We open on Dathomir, marking the first time we see the Nightsisters' homeworld in live action. I mean, we saw it in Clone Wars, but a major battle appears to be taking place around mysterious coffins that could be carrying either resurrected night troopers or potentially resurrected Nightsisters that we saw in. I mean, we saw the night troopers in season 1. But we later in the trailer we'll see some Nightsisters that were resurrected that could be in these coffins. The trailer also gives us some Clone Wars flashbacks, and I'm so excited to see more clone troopers in live action that are actual clone troopers and not just CGI. But this flashback also features Anakin and Ahsoka in outfits pulled directly from the animated series. Anakin, right in the middle here, appears to be wearing the same cold weather gear as the episode in the Clone Wars Trespass, where they're on, oh god, what is that planet? It's the one with the Muftak species. Oh god. I can't think of the species. Anyway, Ahsoka seems to be sporting the same outfit as she's wearing on Mandalore in the episode The Gathering. And then we get the appearance of a new fallen Jedi who appears to be battling with Anakin and Ahsoka. It seems like that if this character gets captured, okay, I don't think Anakin and Ahsoka are going to unalive this person, I don't think they're going to Control-Alt-Delete this person at all. I feel like if they get captured, they could, but I feel like they aren't because, I mean, at this point, Anakin and Ahsoka aren't doing that to Jedi. The clones mate with Ponkrell, but this character has spawned some theories that it could be a future Inquisitor, Merrick.
That's what I'm saying. He could die, and the Nightsisters, because we're seeing Nightsisters in it, so they could bring him back as Merrick. And that's why he's wearing the suit. Maybe he gets his face cut open.
I don't know if I want him to die. Okay? I don't know if I want him to die yet, because I kind of want him to... He's already a fallen Jedi, so they don't have to persuade him to switch over. They only have to get him to be like, come work for us. That's it. That's all they have to do. He'll get captured, he'll be put in Jedi space prison, and the Empire will take over during Order 66, and then this guy will become Merrick, the first brother. I'm just so excited. I want more Merrick backstory, because he's such a cool looking character. I actually just finished the Merrick helmet. It's been a while since I finished it, but I haven't shown it off to be honest with you, with anybody. I should post some pictures, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't have to show off everything. We also got a unique look at this new lightsaber. Okay, it features this split handle, which is so weird to me. Like, it pulls apart, and I can only describe it as like a bandsaw, where like you have like kind of thing. That's the best example that I can ever give. Like a handheld bandsaw, like.
Fair, okay.
I've never seen anything like it. It's such a cool design to me. Anyway, then we see Force Ghost Anakin, and he's telling Ahsoka that she has to decide whether to be a Jedi or not. And this feels like me and you talked about this earlier, where it seems like Dave Filoni is rejecting the idea of gray Jedi, but I feel like it also could be setting up the first canonical appearance of the gray Jedi, because she could be like, Anakin could say that, and then she is like, hey, I'm not either one of those, because I'm not a Jedi, but I'm not a Jedi. You know, I'm something in between, because the Jedi rejected me. I don't want to be a part of that religion, but I'm not a Sith. I'm not a dark side practitioner. I'm my own thing. You know, I feel like this is going to be the first canonical appearance of Ahsoka the Grey in the storyline.
I mean, it's possible, but I'm going to read you something that I feel like goes against that. So this is something that, like, I guess has come out in the past from Dave Filoni. It says, Dave Filoni, following George Lucas's foundational philosophy, does not recognize gray Jedi in official Star Wars canon. Filoni treats the Force as a strict moral binary where balance means upholding selflessness and the light side, while the dark side represents corruption and destruction. Characters like Ahsoka Tano may leave the formal Jedi Order, but they remain firmly aligned with the light rather than mixing light and dark. So he considers a gray Jedi would be, I guess, more like Samuel L. Jackson, like Mace Windu, but not part of the Jedi Order. They're just a person that dabbles in both. So I think that's why people are saying, like, he is against gray Jedi. You're either a Jedi or you're not a Jedi, right?
Right.
But the problem I have with that, kind of like you're saying, is what about people who, like, are Force users that don't know about Jedi and Sith, or aren't part of, like, the Jedi or Sith, and they're just by themselves? Right. What are they?
Like the witch cult.
They're just unaligned Force users?
I'll be right back, dude. I'll be right back. I'll explain in a second.
You're going to be late for your movie.
Okay, so what had happened was, so I told you about my beer being like plastic cup and chipping in my mouth. Yeah. I was about 2/3 of the way done with it, and then it started chipping into my mouth, and I was like, hey, can I just get a new cup? Because this cup is literally, I've have like 5 bits of plastic in my mouth. And they just brought me a brand new whole beer. And at Hex, the beers are like huge.
Gotcha.
Huge.
Okay.
I had to pee so bad. I'm so sorry. I wrote
That's
down the time, 35, 30-ish. Okay. So, anyway, yeah, I can see how Dave Filoni would see that, and I don't think that he doesn't have to perfectly align himself with George Lucas, but I can see him doing that. So I guess we'll see what he thinks in the future. I mean, we have when does this come out? January 27th, correct?
I think it's the 20th.
January 20th. So I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. I'm hoping if he's gonna say no gray Jedi whatsoever are allowed in Star Wars, that doesn't make any sense to me. Because what? So you have a Force user that isn't a Jedi, isn't a Sith.
So then you wouldn't be
but
a gray
uses
Jedi.
it for good.
You just be a Force user.
You'd be a light side Force user.
Yeah. Yep.
What a nerd.
Because a Jedi, like, how can you be a gray Jedi that follows the Jedi Order and the Jedi path and the Jedi rules, but not be a Jedi? I think that's what he's saying. He's not. Okay. I don't think he's saying you can't be a Force user that's not like Jedi or Sith. I think it's you can't be a gray Jedi because you're either a Jedi or not a Jedi, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So I think we're going off of technicalities on the word Jedi. I think you basically you're an unaligned Force user. You're either a light side Force user, dark side Force user.
Okay.
So Chimere wasn't a Sith, but he was a dark side Force user.
For sure. I mean, none of the Knights are Ren or Sith. Yeah, correct. You know what? Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I guess we'll see how they work it in the future.
Yeah.
And see where they go with it, you know. So meanwhile, Thrawn appears to be making a public declaration that he's assuming control of the Empire's future. Interestingly, he refers to the New Republic as the Rebel Alliance, seemingly attempt to undermine their legitimacy and paint them in little more than formal insurgents. Thrawn is he's going to be wild this season. We also get a clean-shaven Ezra Bridger, matching more of his look in Rebels, along with statues that resemble the Salamari, okay, a force-repelling creature made famous in the Legends lore. Thrawn would constantly wear these reptile-like creatures on his shoulder because he was fighting, you know, Luke Skywalker, because that is the best part of Star Wars Legends is Luke with two U's that is a dark side user, you know, whatever. Yeah, but anyway. One of my favorite moments is seeing the TIE bomber deploying these like pods onto the hull of a New Republic Star Destroyer. Yeah, that's right. A New Republic Star Destroyer. It's like they were decommissioning them and they're like, we should actually just use these. We have them. Yeah. Why not just use them?
Right.
Which
overall makes sense.
Yeah, because why not? You know, when Russia couldn't get Pepsi, I don't exactly know the full story, but Russia ended up, Pepsi couldn't accept Russian funding to buy Pepsi for Russia, so they traded Pepsi for their entire navy in like 1986. So in 1986, Pepsi had the second largest navy in the world.
In the world, yeah.
And then they ended up donating it to the U.S. But, so, like, the New Republic's essentially just pulling a Pepsi right here.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, they might as well paint them blue and have the Pepsi logo on them. The boarding forces seem to be Nightsisters armed with their glowing energy bows, and when struck by a blaster bolt, seem to release a cloud of green magic, which means she's either one of the reanimated Nightsisters, which we theorized earlier in the episode, or she is imbued or what is that the word I'm looking for? Imbued with Nightsister magic with a K.
I think that works.
So, and I really don't think that she is a reanimated Nightsister, because in the Clone Wars or in the Tales of the Jedi, the reanimated Nightsisters look more like zombies. These look like fresh, I'm not going to say humans, but like Dathomirians, you know? They don't look like they're decrepit in any meanings.
Right.
So anyway, when they're struck, they release this like green fart of a magic, and
fire.
Yeah, that's what happened with Merrick, you know.
Yeah.
Just so then we go back to Peridia, okay, and we see Ahsoka and Sabine, which Sabine has longer hair in this season. Which suggests a noticeable passage of time since the season 1 finale. And then Ahsoka mentions having visions of war, and it shows Enoch leading a Nightsister army, and a Nightsister and Stormtrooper army. The duo of Ahsoka and Sabine later work together to unlock an ancient Jedi temple, which could directly connect to Baylan Skoll's mysterious quest. Speaking of Baylan, Rory McCann officially takes over the role following the passing of the great Ray Stevenson.
Yeah.
It's suggesting that Baylan is searching for the mother, who is also Abeloth, who is also the Queen of Chaos. Though we'll have to wait and see if those theories prove true. I really hope they do, because Abeloth has been one of those looming forces in Star Wars.
Now is she something that would end all wars? Because he confirmed, and I think there's something else that confirmed, like Anakin talking about the like in the Clone Wars, like whatever Baylan's looking for is something that'll end all wars for the rest of time. Well,
obviously it doesn't. If it is Abeloth, that Baylan is searching for, it doesn't work, because obviously we have the First Order and the Final Order, for that matter. We have the wars with them in about 24 years. So, I mean, if we do find Abeloth and it is the way to end all wars, it doesn't work.
Right.
So either it's not Abeloth or it doesn't work. So we'll see how that pans out. I kind of hope it is Abeloth, but I kind of want her to be more of a formidable force. Like, if we do end up trying to defeat her in some sort of manner, maybe we defeat her, but she isn't like fully defeated, and she goes across the galaxy and is in hiding for a while, you know?
So she's Palpatine.
No, she doesn't like Kobe her.
Like, hold on, he died, like you said, like he got defeated. He projected himself across the galaxy, like you just said. He was in hiding for a while until he somehow returned.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
I want that to happen. Because I want Abeloth, but I don't think she's gonna make it. She either makes it out and is in hiding, or she doesn't make it out of the series. Like, I really don't know how they're gonna play that off, and I guess we're gonna see how that works, you know?
Right. Yep.
The trailer also delivers an emotional Zeb, Aurelios, and Ezra Bridger reunion hug, followed by a brutal Ezra versus Enoch duel involving a green Nightsister forged blade. Can you hear us okay?
A little bit. Only when you're talking.
Okay. Yeah, the trailer, you can definitely hear Ahsoka. Just so I don't have to cut it. And finally, in the trailer, Shin Hati appears to be clashing with nope, not General Grievous. Huyang!
So that's where General Grievous got his stance from.
General Grievous wannabe.
Like that, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, dude. I'm gonna be like, what the heck? Well, I guess no, that's not an impossibility. He's imbued with like all fighting styles, right?
Yeah.
So you'd have to believe Grievous would be one of them.
What if Shin Hati drops off and falls into the battle arena that they're in, and she's like, Huyang, and he turns around and he's like Shin Hati. Oh my god, that would be just so good. Does it look like I can't tell if any of the lightsabers look familiar, because I remember that General Grievous had Obi-Wan and Anakin's lightsaber models as lightsabers in the fight against Obi-Wan.
Okay.
So like, but one of them was green. I think it was Anakin's lightsaber that Grievous was using was actually green. Overall, the trailer has everything I wanted. Clone Wars flashbacks, Thrawn, Nightsisters, the Baylan's mystery quest, dude, Jedi lore, massive battles, and Ezra finally getting more time in the spotlight, dude, and then a small ghost crew reunion. Oh my god, I can't wait for Ahsoka and Sabine. I really hope they don't pull a sequel trilogy and don't have all of them meet up. Like, the one thing I hate about the sequel trilogy is they didn't have Han, Luke, and Leia and Chewbacca meet up one last time.
At some point, yeah.
Yeah. I think that was a missed opportunity, and I really hope they don't pull that same thing. I need Ahsoka and Sabine back with the Ghost Crew.
Okay.
If the trailer is any indication, Ahsoka season 2 could be something truly special, and I honestly can't wait for it, man. I honestly can't wait. I'm so excited. I named my dog after the character, man. I named this little thing right here. This thing is Ahsoka, and she's a cutie patootie, and yeah, I can't wait. Hey, girl.
No, fair enough. Fair enough.